hip hop is, it's like a natural, it's part of me. So I'm pretty sure I came out of my mother's womb spitting with pen and pad in gaga goo goo language or something like that. Hip hop's just a way of life, it's a culture, and I love it.
So who were your main influences in hip hop?
Oh gosh, that's hard because well, it's not hard because there's one main group. Like Wu-Tang really inspired me. When I would say I had always had an affinity for hip hop, but it wasn't until Wu-Tang came in '93 that I felt like, yeah, this is me. So they're one of my biggest inspirations.
So what exactly was it about them?
Because they were just so raw and just so like us, like just we saw us in them, and we could relate to them, and they inspired us to think that because they were from the streets that we could do it too. We could achieve greatness too.
Being in the culture, we both know that hip hop is an expressive art form. Why do you think that it's not seen as such?
I think because media just profile the negative arm of the art form. They don't really empower and promote the positive aspects of hip hop. And I mean, not everybody's talking about killing people and raping their own mothers, a la Eminem and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? There's some amazing storytellers, amazing lyricists, and sometimes sadly they don't get enough shine, they don't get enough attention as they should do.
Okay, so you just mentioned some like big rappers there like Eminem. If we talk about that and we talk about how the hip hop is also like almost being commercialized to a point where that whole essence of it is lost. Do you think that's a big issue?
It is a big issue because I mean real hip hop fans will always rep the true art of the form, but I mean it's a sad, sorry state of affairs where it's all about getting money these days. It's not about substance anymore. It's about, you know, flossing and flashing, who's got the biggest rented vehicle or the biggest rented mansion in their video. It's crazy. It is really crazy.
You'd say a lot of the artists that a lot of people look up to, that they're not doing their bit to protect the integrity of the culture?
No, I don't think that enough people are doing enough to preserve the integrity of the culture. I think it's too easy to just say, all right then bling bling, all right then twerk twerk, all right then take clothes off. Females, for example, in the industry, they tend to go along the lines of not wearing much clothes and being overly sexual, and that is not hip hop. If you take away all of that and in fact just put a blank screen there and just listen to the voice, that is hip hop. That is what we want to hear.
Do you think that the online platforms and the labels are to blame?
I think labels are definitely to blame because all labels have an imprint, and the imprint seems to be the same. Like, I've had people approach me and say, oh, you're sick, but can you be the UK's Nicki Minaj? Like, it's an imprint. This is what they want. They don't want, as much as everyone champions being unique and being individual, it's like the powers that be don't want you to be unique and individual. We all have to conform to this certain way of thinking and this certain way of life. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And I guess then, like earlier you mentioned Wu-Tang, one of your biggest influences. They are obviously one of the like most prominent groups in hip hop history. They still have an influence today. Take Drake's new record, for example.
Controversy.
Yeah, exactly. But would you say that it's important for the new generation that are coming up now to realise like the effect they've had and the importance of them in the culture?
I think it's important for everybody coming up underneath any of the elders who paved the way for us. I think we all have a right. We should all pay homage to these people, because without them paving the way for us, we wouldn't be able to do this. So it's like Wu-Tang will pay homage to their forefathers, if you like, who fathered the style, as they'd say, and you know, we have to do the same thing. And I think the young guns coming up do really need to recognise the real roots and pay respect where it's due. Definitely.
So that's enough about that. Let's talk about you. Any upcoming projects or anything like that?
Yeah, at the moment, funnily enough, we're working on an EP entitled You're Going to Love Me With My Clothes On, which is kind of like, as I mentioned, is a cheeky dig at today's oversex society. You know, as a woman, nowadays it's like, to empower yourself, you take your clothes off. I don't get the logic behind that at all. So, you know, and I'm not any less of a woman because I'm not, you know, silicon doubt with, you know, TNA on show. I'm not any less of a woman because I don't want to do that, and I'm here today. All the women who feel like me, because there's millions, I want to represent those and just say, look, it's alright to be who you are. You know, like, we're good. So, big up hiphopdrome.com.
That's right.
Okay, I'm Sic'Nis, SIC'_NIS. Peace.
Desire would not be free if not for this is my desire. This is my desire.